Hello, welcome to the first day of December. It is Tuesday. This is a video for those individuals absent or that need some additional assistance. For self-start today, we are going to be finding a unit rate for dollars per item and determine which is the better deal. So dollars comes before items. So think back to unit rates a couple weeks ago. We're looking at how it's worded to determine how to solve it. So dollars comes first, so I'm going to do $6 divided by 10. So I get .6, or the 60 cents, or 7.44 for 12 ounces. 7.44 divided by 12, which gives me 0.62, 62 cents. So would you rather pay 60 cents per ounce or 62 cents per ounce? Well, for me, I would rather pay this price right here because it's cheaper per ounce. It's only 60 cents. Pizza, we have 6 slices for $7.50 or 8 slices for $9. So I'm going to do $7.50 divided by 6. And I get an answer of $1.25. So it's $1.25 per slice this way. On this side, I'm going to do 9 divided by 8, and I get 1.125, which we're just going to drop that 5 off and just say $1.12. So which is the better deal? It is this one. It's only $1.12 per slice. So which is the better deal? 15 gallons for $45 or 11 gallons for $31.90. So I'm going to do my 45 divided by my 15, and I get 3. Or over here, I do 31.9 divided by 11, and I get 2.9. Would I rather pay $3 per gallon of gas or $2.90 per gallon of gas? Well, for me, I would much rather pay that right there. It saves me 10 cents per gallon. There you go. There's your thought for the day. You're welcome to pause and read. We are going to be having a contest for second trimester. This is a team contest, so listen up. What's at stake? Well, pizza from Domino's, cheese bread from Pizza Plus, cheesecake, soda, cookies, brownies, and just the works. Kind of a big deal here. How do you win? Well, the class with the highest on-time homework completion percentage for the entire second trimester wins. What that means is this. Every time that you turn in a packet on time and you get a 4 on it, it's completed, then you get a point for it. Every time that somebody turns it in late or incomplete, then you don't get a point. The team with, or the class with the highest percentage or the highest points gets to come to this party. So what if you do your part and your teammates drop the ball? Well, if you get all 4s for homework for this trimester, so you've done your part, I will allow for 1 late assignment because we all make mistakes. Your class your class doesn't win, you still get to come. So if you do your part and get all 4s for homework for this trimester, you still get to come even if your class doesn't win. However, if your class wins and you have an N or a U for work completion or behavior, you will not be qualified to come. So don't let your team down. Do your part. Good luck. So we've done our self-start. We're going to be talking a little bit about an activity with Snickers and versus Three Musketeers. We're starting a new unit, so we're going to be talking a lot about vocabulary and getting a couple of examples of graphs and tables in. So we've got a jar. You won't be able to see it at home, but a jar has 5 Three Musketeers in it and 13 Snickers. The other jar, which is bigger, has the same ratio of Three Musketeers to Snickers, but it has 100 Three Musketeers. So how many Snickers would you have? And this is something that the classes will be talking about today. I'm not going to give you the answer just yet. I will towards the end, however. So some vocabulary that you need to know. First off, you need to know what an origin is. The origin is represented on a graph as a starting point, it must start at 0, 0. So it has to, when it goes through a graph, go through the point 0, 0. A proportional graph must have two things to be proportional. It must be a straight line and go through the origin. If it doesn't go through 0, 0, or it's not a straight line, it's not proportional. And the last one is constant of proportionality, or COP. It's also known as unit rate, so per one basically. So going back to this proportional graph up here. So if I have a graph that looks like this-ish, that would be a proportional graph because it goes through 0, 0, and it's straight, even though I can't really draw it straight. So a graph that looks like this would not be proportional because it doesn't go through the origin. Or if a graph looks like this, then that would not be proportional because it does not continue at a straight line. So those are some examples of a proportional graph. So we're going to use some of those examples for graphing. These are examples from the sugar activity we did with unit rates a while back. These are close to real numbers that we decided. So we're going to practice putting them on a table and then graphing it. So a Coke has 3 grams of sugar for every 1 ounce. So I need to know, if I drink 0 ounces of Coke, how much sugar is in that? Well, if I don't drink any, then I'm not going to get any sugar out of it. If I drink 1 ounce, well, 1 ounce has 3 grams in it. What about 2 though? So 2, we would just do my unit rate. So this is right here is my COP. So my COP is 3. And I would just do 2 times my COP, which is 6. For 3, I would do 3 times my COP, and I would get 9. For 4, I would just do 4 times my COP, which is 3, and I get 12. So if I were to graph it, 0, 0 would be right here. That's my origin. I'm going to label it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to label it up here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. And those are really bad numbers. That's okay. You get the point. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we've already graphed the origin, the 0, 0, which is right there. So the COP is 1 ounce. So this is my X. This is my Y. My X runs horizontally this way. The Y goes up and down. So I go over 1 and up 3. Put a point. I would go over 2 and then up 6. I would go over 3 and up 9. I would go over 4 and up 12. So my graph, if I can draw it somewhat straight, would look like, remember I'm trying to do this using a mouse, so something like that. So this graph would be proportional because it goes through 0, 0, and it is a straight line, even though I didn't draw very straight. For fruit juice, let's see. We've got 256 grams of sugar for 64 ounces. So if I don't drink any sugar or any fruit juice, well, I'm not going to get any sugar out of it. If I drink 1, well, I need to find a COP. So I need to figure out grams of sugar per ounce. So grams of sugar would be 256 divided by 64. So if I were to drink 1 ounce of fruit juice, there would be 4 grams of sugar in it. So again, I just did that by doing grams of sugar divided by the ounces. There's my X, there's my Y. So you will typically see it solved like, or set up like this. Y divided by X. So whatever y column is divided by x. So for 1, it's 4. So I do 2 now times my COP. So this right here, that's my COP, which is 4. So 2 times 4 would be 8. If I wanted 3 ounces, I would do 3 times the COP, which is 12. If I wanted 4, I would do 4 times 4, which is 16. Now, labeling this on a graph is a little bit different, so I'm still going to do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to stop right there because I've only got 4 numbers, so I can stop right there. When I label my y, I'm just going to label it with what's over here. So this would be 0, 0, this would be 4, this would be 8, this would be 12, this would be 16. So I would just go ahead and graph it out. 0, 0, 1, 4, 2, 8, 3, 12, and 4, 16. Now this only works if my table is proportional, if it goes through 0, 0. So I'm just going to connect my dots now. There we go. And there's an example. So we'll get more examples of these in the coming days, but that's kind of an introduction for you. If you have any questions, contact your teacher. We miss you, and hopefully we see you guys back soon enough. Bye-bye.